Let's talk about my favorite fish to catch here in Michigan and the best places to find them. Fishing here in Michigan is one of the most popular outdoor activities where you can spend some great time alone with your thoughts or spend some great time with family and friends. Some of the most common fish here in Michigan are perch, walleye, smallmouth and bigmouth bass, trout, salmon, and pike. Some of my favorite are every single one of those, but obviously I'm not going to sit here and talk about all of them, so I'm just going to jump down to my two favorite. The first one is walleye. There is nothing like it. Michigan here is one of the walleye capitals of the United States. The Detroit River is just flooded with walleyes in the springtime. And what's fun about catching the walleyes is the jigging, and it takes a skill. I mean, it really does, because I've taken many people out there that can't seem to get that little, just that right bounce to get them. But once you catch them and they give you a nice little fight and just to get them in the boat, and then obviously you like to eat walleye. Everyone likes to eat walleye because it's a nice mild fish. Then it comes to the salmon. Now I've been salmon fishing, I've trolled, I've done it on both on Lake Michigan side as well as Lake Huron. However, there is nothing like catching a salmon when the salmon runs in the rivers. So I always go to the Pure Marquette River with my daughter. It's a yearly trip that we do, and when you catch a salmon, there is no denial. I mean, we've had them break lures, we've had them break rods, and you're catching them and they're only like 10 feet, 15 feet from the boat, and you're trying to keep them from going into a log or whatever, and it is the best fish to catch here in Michigan, in my opinion. Outside of that, any bass fishing, pike fishing, those are all good, sport type fishing where they're going to give you the good fight. But walleye and salmon are definitely my two favorite. Speaking of salmon, so if you haven't checked out the video that I did out in Alaska, it's up in click on the link on the upper right hand corner. You're gonna see where I ate a salmon heart. And the reason why I ate the salmon heart is it's supposed to bring you good luck to catch more salmon. So I may be incorporating that when I go up north again this year. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. Let's move on to where to find these delicious fish. As I said earlier, I mean, walleye, it's really, Detroit River is the best place to catch them. However, after the spring, the spring run, most of them are going to either go up to the St. Clair or they're going to go into Lake Erie. So, if you don't have those type of boats to really get out there and do the trolling and stuff like that, then you got to focus on the springtime only, or rent a charter or find a friend that has a boat. Everyone that has a boat, they have multiple friends. You find out that really quick. When it comes to the salmon really, in my opinion, the best side is always going to be on the Lake Michigan side, usually, Pure Marquette River, the Manistee River. However, if you go up to the Betsy River, that's also a good spot. But those are probably the three top locations that, from my experiences of where to catch salmon. Pier fishing, yeah, you can do some pier fishing as well. A lot of people are out there doing it. I've tried pier fishing, but it's very difficult to be very successful, which is the reason why I just bought me an old fishing boat, and now I just can get out there and I can go where the fish are. Now, a couple of the fish that I forgot to mention, or just lack of mention because I don't really fish them a lot, is the muskie fishing and sturgeon fishing. Those are both, you can find those in Lake St. Clair. The sturgeon is iconic because it can get 6 feet, 200 pounds. It's a very large fish. And speaking of sturgeon, did you know that we actually have a sturgeon season that you can do for spearing? And it's up in Black Lake, and it's usually like end of January, beginning of February. And it's so weird because, they have a limit, and the limit is very small. It's like 6, 7, or 8 fish. It all depends on what the DNR decide for that particular year. And then you have like 300 or 400 fishermen. But as soon as those 6 fish are caught, that's done. It's not 6 per person, it's 6 total. So as soon as you catch one, you got to call the DNR, there's a number. And then as soon as they get to the 6th one or the 8th one or whatever their number is, they hit a buzzard. Fishing season's over. It's usually less than 1 day. A lot of times, I think in 2022 or something in that fashion, there was 8 fish and they were caught in 66 minutes. So, you wait all year, 1 hour, and it's all done and over with. So either way, Michigan has a ton of fishing, and for whatever fish that you choose. So those are my top fish to catch here in Michigan, as well as some of the other fish that are available, as well as the fishing locations that I found in the many years that I've lived here in Michigan. I hope that you have a new location that you'd like to try this year. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and comment below with your favorite spot here in Michigan, along with what type of fish that you really love to catch. If you do want to move here to Michigan to catch some great fish, or already do live here and you just want to move closer to that location, give me a call at 734-560-3499, and I would love to help you find the right home for you. See you on the next one.